this one out. A lot of confidence in game one.
And the Kennon's answer on the upside. The thing is, though, when you're up against an MF and a Kennon, I don't really know if I want to be the Yasuo that's stuck in an animation. That seems like a bad place to be. It's something they're going to be trying to leverage as the game goes on to draw MDK into these fights where they're going to try and get that big wombo combo off.
The objectives being traded from both sides. Caps is fishing though, just trying to get a bit of information as to what Elyoya is up to. Broken Blade with a bit of push, goes for the all-in.
Level 6, just going to be the ult-for-ult trade, but good for any upcoming. G2, of course, with so much side lane threat, would have loved to have that buff, but weren't able to grab the earlier spawn. Will not be able to grab anything here. Conceding 6 grubs is incredibly rough, but at least they have the side lane champions to somewhat limit what MDK can do with it.
I don't make a play elsewhere on the map, so I think that G2 willing to make these trades, sure, the losing of the grubs means that it kind of hurts their side lane threat, but ultimately I think they're still in a fine position.
Knock up there from Alvaro, just trying to zone out. Be happy to grab that third plate for the side of MDK as they slowly extend a gold lead. That said, only about 400 gold in exchange for the 2 Drakes of G2. Oh yeah, off to the side now. Ulti there, excellent combo. Hansama rooted up as well. The arrow now going down, but it's only onto the cow, and he doesn't take any damage. Caps here as the Yasuo, looking for the angle, looking for the knock up onto multiple members, but just has to back.
This Blade of the Rune King build come through again as Miro gets flashed on.
Broken Blade, leveraging his flash to get a further advantage. Knowing Mirwin doesn't have his flash, keeping that timing perfect, just a couple of extra seconds. But now it's the TP coming in. Broken Blade needs to get the hell out. The slice of dice, how much longer? The sidestep is not there. The Gatling gun, the final auto as Frescowi gets the kill. Alvaro going forward. Unbreakable Will should be available, but we'll use the flash early on. Supa there to cover. Has to be careful of him burning too many resources. Supa, is he ready to re-engage? No, he's been caught out now. And in goes the Gwen, the arrow, the perfect cleanse. Coming in for Supa to keep him safe. Elyoya now looking for the re-engage. The TP now coming in for Mirwin, but he doesn't have the ulti. What is the Kennen gonna do? Chase down the Ash is the answer. The exhaust is here, but it does absolutely nothing.
MDK are fighting back as G2 try and get something on the map. The kill in bot, the kill in mid, and Supa's chasing Mickey to high hell, but Mickey just able to escape away.
MDK.
For a moment, they failed for the bluff. Now they've realized that Alvaro is all on his lonesome, but the Unbreakable Will is now coming out. Supa waiting over the wall. The mist already gone. The ulti hitting the cleanse not available. Hansama immediate looking to follow up off to the side. Alvaro's taking out Mirwin coming into the back, but doesn't have an ulti. It might not matter. Frescowi firing back. Supa grabbing the kill. The wind wall is there. A split up, messy fight, but now Yike getting involved, looking for a few more clean cuts. The knock by Elyoya is clutch. The knockback, not enough to stop Mickey. His Caps goes instantly over the wall. The tornado coming through with Steel Tempest. Mirwin cannot find his way out of this one off to the side of Frescowi versus Hansama. But Caps cut down by Mirwin. The smolder coming out in MDK.
Looks like instead G2 gonna just pull away, and it will be MDK who secured that objective.
MDK prospering in that chaos that G2 brought to the table, that incredibly split fight. Ultimately, they come out on top, and now it's Mirwin getting aggressive in the bottom lane. Broken Blade running for his life. Not really much of a wave to push here, but a little bit of poke damage coming through, and yeah, you highlighted the 6 grubs. Keeping this push going for just a little bit longer. Are they able to grab this?
Longer, yeah.
Off of 2 caster minions?
And a dream on that one.
That was the easiest 650 they have ever made in their lives. 6 grubs looking very powerful in that context. We can bring to the table. It is so hard for G2 with this composition to easily navigate a team fight, especially when MDK are already going to be first to set up on so many of these objectives. But Broken Blade doing his due diligence, getting that tower traded back on the bottom side, trying to keep the gold close.
I think the only saving grace for G2 from Adeline's Koi, Caps can't join as quick, but Mirwin, but because
the arrow, but Broken Blade in the perfect position now to follow up through. This is Predator. He's trying to ult, but Hansama a nice backstep means Mirwin's not going to be able to get much of anything. Cannon take it.
Going for us.
Yike over the wall. What can the Gwen do? 1.5 items, full AP. The option now. Double needlessly large rod. Decent damage coming in from the ulti, but not too much yet. Just onto Alvaro, but now he's just getting instantly deleted. 1 pop, no defensive stats, but there goes Caps. Hansama now looking to follow up the wind wall there. In the meantime, trying to box as much damage as possible. But there is the MF, the bullet time. Alvaro with the re-engage, and Mirwin is here. The pick so damn long ago. Hansama! Oh my God, MDK! And
that TP from Mirwin, they turned the fight around.
The jungle, but you're right. G2 gonna struggle against the Baron push. Elyoya already setting up with his ultimate. Gwen immune, but Hansama very much not. Elyoya instantly going in, now looking for a little bit more, but it seems he is overextended. Yike and Broken Blade looking to double team. TP now coming in, Alvaro with the punt back onto Caps. Caps now locked up, the flash dash through. Mickey escaping. Elyoya taking out the Baron buff delayed.
Wait, but this game is very quickly, completely falling out of control.
Mickey looking for the engage. Frescowi off to the side. A quick stun might be enough. They're trying to get over the wall, but Suba doesn't have the ultimate. And Frescowi now able to cut down. Huge shutdown for Caps, but it'll be traded back now. Attention spent on the objective, but Yike is here. Yike with a smite to take this one away. The knockback, but they'll just burst him down. The Gwen doesn't have any HP!
Super is...
There he is, ulti.
Yeah, the ult just gonna force them away.
Gwen immune. Initial damage block. TP on the flank. But they've been spotted out by the sapling, but Frescowi crucially has been cut. Now Yike gets to unleash as the Gwen, the needlework, finally going to work. Supa now isolated, but he's used the cleanse. Free to free fire, but too far away from the fight. The wind wall buys a bit more space for the rest of the team. Mirwin isolated and caught out. Yike now going forward, and it's Caps versus Supa. Caps are trying to get the hell out. That is one powerful misfortune, but Yike gets the reset. Supa running, sprinting, strutting his stuff in the midst of the fight, but now Yike instantly popped. Supa taking over Elyoya, hand delivering the Quadra.
Super is just too damn good. The man spaces perfectly. He takes no damage, and he secures the Quadra for MDK.
The patience in that fight from Mad Lions Koi. Wait for cooldowns, play for Supa, peel for Supa, let Supa deliver us to the promised land of a 1-0 lead versus G2.
The creativity of G2 cut down in the blink of an eye. 27 minutes in game one. MDK in total control of each and every single fight.
This works out really well.
Here we are.
So I actually love this. So one of the things that we were just highlighting was, hey, if you can play from range, you get a ton of damage. And a combo that I've really started to like that we've seen over in LCK and LPL is Smolder and Samaz. That makes it very difficult to try and play. So we're going to see him take a step back as Frescowi. There's a lot of damage here.
But Cap's uncertain if he wins this now. Rising spell torsion from Frescowi giving him so much work. Flash forward the Level 4 there for G2. Hungry for a little bit more. Knockup is good. Alvaro now turning it back. Has so much resistance. Is courtesy of the Aftershock, courtesy of the Eclipse, but he's still getting burned down. One more auto to do it. Hansama going in. Hansama flashing back safety, but Supa does not hesitate. Instantly blazing forward with the guns. Mickey trying to body block as best he can. The shield coming in. The battle dance. The knockup, but it is not enough. And now it's Mickey who's been caught out. Mickey who's in trouble because the trigger seed is there. And Mickey, he's probably going to be triggered after that one. Double kill for the bot lane of MDK. Now the response, and Frescowi will fall.
Look at the farm that it started to develop. Supa was losing a lot trying to work with his team, roaming up through the river and being there to create those 4v3 skirmishes in mid, but Hans continued to focus on the farm. They had that slight level advantage, but then they overcommit. They turn their attention onto Alvaro, and because he's Leon... Objectives as Broken Blades found the flank.
Broken Blade off to the side. Knockback is there. Supa, dead man walking, doesn't even need the ultimate. The angle for Broken Blade is good. Top father becoming the mid. G2's draft, giving them more reliable tools, the Brand and the Corki. But Mickey now locked up. And now Alvaro potentially out of position. Mirwin waiting over the wall. Decent damage coming in from the Smolder in the meantime.
Israel, if you want to go toe-to-toe, I'll take you on. He's looking to secure this tower. Oh, he should be able to get it.
Sticking around.
First tower secured, 725.
Fight. Mirwin running. As the flap will be fine now. The 3v3 in the bottom lane.
But it won't be for long. Looking for Frescowi.
Locked up. Ulti coming in for Mickey now. Going back on Sama. And Yike. Quick to lay down the
feed here if you want to and look for Rift Herald afterwards.
Well, I think that they turn their attention to the bot tower. Maybe you're right. Maybe the Herald is the greater priority, especially given that Caps has pushed that lane all the way out. There's a lot of options, given that Broken Blade has his sights on the bot tower. He could be saying, guys, I can take this by myself. We don't really need to make some sort of crazy play for this. There it is, objective secured. And there's that.
I think MDK thought they were going top, but now they might just take Hansama.
Hansama slow is there, Root is there, no more cleanse because of the previous fight. One quick dead Ashe in the mid lane. Broken Blade follow up there, Daisy, third auto, not going to hit, but the grub.
6 Void Grub like we saw in the last game. It is so powerful in these moments. Just one minion survive.
Again, grubs. Broken Blade's damage on the tower. Another objective secured. I mean, you can see MDK don't see anything. And what does that mean? Objective secured. This Baron.
G2 not taken low enough. And now they will establish themselves once more as MDK
Back to board. Alvaro caught out. Easy chase down for Broken Blade, courtesy of the Iceborne Gauntlet. Pullback is there as well. Elio has to be careful about overcommitting, but Mir went over the wall, calling in Mom. It might be enough. Hansama out of position. Hansama still standing. Crucially, Elio, you're not running, and Cap's more than happy to shred through that life ball.
It's down to the 380 carries to turn this fight around.
With no vision in the pit. 2K getting lower. Super can't even get close. Cap taking a bit of a chunk of damage. Baron down. MDK falling to pieces. Mickey finding the knock up. Another 80 carry falling. Powerful. But MDK just aren't strong enough. Mom call, trying to clear the wave, trying to zone G2 away. Bot wave needs an answer, but because no one is on it, MDK just happy, maybe not happy, but have to concede that gold, concede that money, let it be deleted to the tower as Supa does what he can to catch mid. Broken Blade walking up, getting lower though, a bit of a misstep, still unstoppable for a brief moment. Solar Flare connecting, ulti, still not enough. The Smolder execute, fading away in the final moments.
MDK, though, used everything to make that play happen, and now they've got a tower that's left limping like they are in this top side. Broken Blade doesn't go down, but G2 should be able to take the tower.
The chance for the top father as he walks away with his life. He returns back out onto the map, looking to push down mid. 1 minute till the Dragon Soul.
Mickey overconfident, instantly locked up. Supa now trying to follow the flash over the wall into Hansama. Supa again. The cleanse, yikes up, recognizing that is not his moment to turn that fight.
Mickey didn't see Elyoya over the wall, thought maybe it was a pick onto Alvaro, but the cavalry was there. And MDK, they get something back now. G2, the remnants of their Baron will fade, but MDK are still stuck in the base.
It's nice to get something back for MDK, but it is but a molehill compared to the mountain of a gold deficit that they find themselves in. Mirwin gonna go back, spend what money he can. Broken Blades.
Knock back on a Broken Blade, footwork back to the minions to keep him safe. Supa slowly working his way through that health bar, but now Yike is here. They cannot afford to group up. Mirwin running from Caps on the side.
This is 3v5.
Kazante living his best life, but again, it's Mickey who's locked up, and Alvaro quickly finds himself.
It's just a menace all around. And G2, they are cruising in this.
Favor of G2 right now. Mickey hoping to find the engage. Movement speed steroid coming in from the ulti. The Cloud Soul there to back him up. Doing a hell of a lot more than Smolder's mom as Broken Blade just continues to walk forward menacingly while the rest of his team finds the kills they need. Broken Blade going in, unstoppable. One more in Tofu strike, looking for the setup. Supa locked up, not fast enough this time around. The knockback is there. Yike, legendary. Mirwin and Elyoya running for their lives. Knock up there. Mirwin trying to backstep. Mirwin trying to hold on, doing everything he can to keep them in this game. Elyoya walking away, but the Dragon just not tanky enough. Elyoya getting cut down. Hansama coming around the corner. G2 firing back in game 2 to tie up the series.
MDK drew their battle lines, but didn't know they were standing in front of the execution squad. Shot down where they stood, and MDK are left gasping, hoping for more as G2 will take game number 2.
A commanding and controlled.
But now Mad Lions Koi, that's the curveball.
That's what I was going to say. I think the difference maker is the fact that we're not going to get triple AD carry. It's going to be more for this team fight style. We're still getting the Smolder into the top side, which I'm a little bit surprised at, but
And that means that they conceded a lot. This time around, though, you're seeing the difference. Frescowi continues to do a good job, even though he's a bit behind in farm. That's kind of what you'd expect in this matchup. But Elyoya, at the very least, is able to secure the Dragon.
good control over the mid lane now for
MDK in the previous game.
Definitely did. The setup now for the dive. Broken Blade can go unstoppable. Is already ghosted, but so much damage coming through. Watch out, eat, baby. Broken Blade going down quick. Mickey not able to...
He's going to go straight back to that lane and grab himself some plates. You can see the farm not quite as close as it was in the previous game. It does largely help the fact that MDK was able to find that dive on the stacked wave, but G2 still in a very comfortable position as Caps continues to build his lead.
And the staggered respawn of objectives means that MDK are a bit of a split focus. While Mirwin has to deal with a couple of mites, he's still standing for now.
TP now coming in though.
TP in, immediate CC. Mickey does not have the knock-up. One more on it from Hansama. It's going to do it. He gets the kill down. In the meantime, TP into the bottom lane from G2. Desperate to cover that, but it's three members coming in. That might have been a little bit too much, Caps. Not ready for the surprise attack from MDK.
And we find ourselves game 3 very close in terms of gold, but super.
Sidestep good. Sleep could have come through, but the rest of the team there to cover. And One more auto from Supa. We'll finish the job.
Outside objectives heavily favoring G2 with the position they've been able to gain for themselves on the map.
And I think the big thing here is you can see the advantage.
Supa play for this big moment with that MF ult, but G2 finding picks. Have they gone in?
Mickey now turning back, trying to burn through Elyoya. Low health bar and instantly the Fawn deleted, taken out. Alvaro running, burning, ticking. Broken Blade off to the side, can lock up Supa effortlessly. Now gonna try to ult him back into his team. W comes through, he holds it, he waits, he takes his time. Going all out against Supa. Supa the lifesteal now coming in. Ulti is there! Anticipating the move from Broken Blade. He gets a kill back, but it's still G2 on the mid lane tower. In the meantime, Mirwin in the top lane desperately wants to get something back. Where is Yike's ulti gonna go? The big question. The flank now coming in. Up the flank, support TP coming in. Instantly G2 gonna find the combo. Supa deleted. You said if any, it comes down to him, but now it might have to be Frescowy instead. Everybody's taking a nap on the side of G2, but the follow-up is not there. A split fight from MDK costs them so much, even as Cap's health bar burns down. G2 will take the Drake.
They were trying to set up, but there was no one in position to beat.
Loading the side lane, but the blue trinket comes through, and now it's G2 on the hunt. Arrow, Hex Flash from Alvaro. A good catch to be sure, but this ain't a game of baseball, baby. League of Legends means that's gonna cost him. Now Broken Blade going in, finding the knockback onto 2. Yike, then a follow-up. Domination. 2.
Absolute devastation for MDK. They thought that they were creating a collapse onto Caps, but instead it was they who were collapsed on. 3 members down, the Baron secured, and G2 looking to take firm control over game 3.
Now he's isolated top. MDK don't have the resources to keep this tower alive. They're happy to concede it for now.
But they just get to rotate quicker to the bottom side, and now they're going to be setting up once more. Mirwin trying to move into position on bot side, gets pushed in mid, but you're outnumbered here.
TP here. No Q3 for Frescowy, but he will have the ulti available. Mom called. Frescowy gonna try to backstep, interrupt the CC as best he can, but he's so weak, he only has a single item. Yike caught out though, and again, Supa finding the angle back.
The dragon gonna be secured.
I appreciate the rapid.
He's locked in, he is locked in.
Caps caught out of it here. Immediate follow. Ulti comes through. Quick pick on the side lane. G2 now responding. Hansama continuing to step up. Solar Flare down. Alvaro cut down. Arrow to follow. Connecting on Elyoya. The damage coming in. And here comes the cavalry. 007 trying to find a way in. Casino Royale, baby. As G2 start cashing out with the fire back. Not enough. Hansama still standing. We're here again, the lines of scrimmage drawn, but it's Caps on the flank. The arrow connected on the little baby dragon, the knock up there. Elyoya sprinting out, he knows it's done.
It has been brutal for Mirwin, and now as the Baron falls to G2, how do you try and come back? Time and again, MDK.
We can come back stronger in game 3. And while the first few minutes might have looked better, the answer is no, it was not. They don't care about this Drake. They don't care about Soul Point. They're happy to just break open the base. MDK, we're hoping for the 5v5, hoping for the angle, but they're just going to concede so much.
The arrow.
The arrow!
Connect, Elyoya. He's stunned. The inhibitor goes down. That's 1, that's 2 for G2.
Hansama or Prey, and MDK know it. They'll just concede that objective. 1 inhibitor standing, 1 inhibitor tower to protect it.
Frescowy's looking for a TP. The Lord is there, ready.
Arrow again, finding Mirwin. Broken Blade stepping up, looking for the Q3. Alvaro off to the side, keep your eyes on Supa. That ult has to be everything, but already Alvaro burning plays, taking him down. Mirwin calling it Mom. The ulti not gonna catch from Supa. They've got too many sums up and available. Mickey, the perfect angle, anticipates the backstep. Hansama cutting them down, and G2 on the cusp of match point. One dragon, not enough.
Mickey X marks the spot as to where MDK once stood as G2 hold the minions and look for the end.
Mirwin running. He'll get a kill back on the Caps, but it shouldn't be enough. A backstep is good, a bit of hope, but G2, they just auto the Nexus. And with confidence, they get close to match point. The knockup will seal the deal, and G2 2-1 up on Mad Lion's Koi.
Another
A little bit nutty because I think Aatrox's not one that does well against him, but actually they're going to bring out the Gwen as well. So going to try and set up for a very heavy top side that if you get a lead on either side.
Here we go.
One auto, concussive blows, the Braum passive, really the big thing that matters here. Hansama already marked up. Mickey trying to stop Alvaro from getting any further. 2, 3, and 4. This is a massively MDK favorite trade thus far, but the Cleanse now coming in. Super taking a decent amount of damage. 4 shot, evening things up a bit, but Hansama still taking damage. Finally able to reload. Mickey full committing here. No Ignite to finish the kill. Hansama wants the 4 shot. There it is! One left in the level 3 wave crashing Elyoya on the way in. Might just be about getting XP at this point. Can he turn this back? So much CC now going down. He's locked up briefly. Elyoya gonna fall. Disaster on the top side. Broke put it to deficit to really be that threat. So MDK think they found the weakness in the armor. They're gonna push again, but Yike is here to cover it again. It will fail. This time, Broken Blade. Level 4 for both supports. Means there's not a lot to get here. Frescowi at least threatening. Trying to get his wave in a good state.
That's on Broken Blade once more.
Broken Blade.
Almost level 6.
In trouble, but he's been here before. Level 6 now comes through. Extra healing. Nice sidestep on the initial piece of CC. Q3 buys a bit more time, but it's just not enough.
Pressure towards Hansam and Mickey. Otherwise, you look at the top left corner of your screen, a minute until those void grubs, a potential 6 grub buff, and actually, they're just going to go for the reset. It's 2 members of MDK trying to delay this, but Supa's resetting Mirwan's bot side with no teleport, and it's 6 grubs with a patient game from G2.
Certainly is, Dagda. I mean, you called it out clearly. Each step, G2 handled well.
Questions were raised, but coming across the last 2 games of their series and now coming into this series as well, it feels like G2 have found their stride again. They understand how they want to approach the game. This Corki has been massive for Caps, and Hansama continues to impress.
Pushed away man in top. They have the pressure in bots, the TP flank bots.
Knock on Hansama, decent. Do they have the follow through? Concussive blows lands, that's big. Mirwan on the backside. They're looking to collect a bounty quickly on the Jin. A bit of revenge for the bot lane murder earlier on. Donated to Frescowi, massive shutdown.
To fight back at all.
Great use of the TP from MDK. Just a creative way of finding an angle.
Okay, though, because yes, you're going to end up taking this top side, but there's still moments where I want to see if they're able to control this play on mid, because even though you have Rift Herald, it's very easy for G2 to collapse on you incredibly quickly. They already burnt the TP from Mirwan on towards this spot side play. You can't really look for any sort of play in the mid turret until you
remain really good at taking towers. No creep wave needed. A single one will do.
Geared with this and decided it wasn't really worthwhile. We go for dragons instead, but now they're coming back. And Mirwan, does he hop over the wall? Mickey.
Mirwan waiting, does a lot of damage. The Shroud though gonna fade away, moves out of it to reset the cooldown at least for a brief moment, gives himself a bit more time. And now Elyoya has been caught out. Curtains have been called. Down goes the boar. Alvaro gonna try his best to body block.
Wait, maybe I missaw.
No,
oh no, he does invest the ultimate.
That's the ulti gone.
And that's everything gone. Caps sees his window.
Team fight power gone. Flash forward, perfectly aimed. Mickey, yet another kill for
a bit by bit more control. I say that MDK is posturing.
Need to fight, want to find an angle. Lock up there. Broken Blade immediately goes on to Supa. Supa really no room to play at all. Forced to use the arrow early. Knocking from Alvaro to keep his 80 carry standing. Frescowi over the wall. 4 shot for Hansama.
Gwen.
Not going to matter much, but the curtain's called. The angle hitting the rocket to follow. Alvaro body blocks the force.
They'd already gone for the engage.
We talked about these item spikes and how crucial.
Soul unbound, forcing Frescowi to come back, but he has the Q3 to escape. That said, Caps completely unafraid, but the damage for Frescowi is big. Needs to be perfect here. Dashes in, one more soul unbound, dash through. Cap's gonna be able to find him. Q3 hoping to find it, can snap back, but doesn't have the time. There's no tenacity.
Took down G2. Maybe this rookies could do things.
Flash, Mirwan locked up. This is big. The Gwen damage, their sole source of a lead. Now they're able to fire back, but the current call is finally here. Oh, and it's the miss fade. G2 strike back. Supa trying to backstep as best he can, but Broken Blade, despite the deficit, his team is there to carry the fight through.
They want to end this. They want to make it what should have been.
Frescowi trying to find the 1v1, should still be in favor, but the root from Hansama! Oh! It's rage-inducing! It could have been his, but the Jin was there from 3,000 range to seal the deal. And now the Baron falls in favor of G2 MDK. They wanted to upset the apple.
A siege on bot side may be the undoing of MDK. The Baron available.
Tier 2, maybe more, but Caps trying to come through, trying to find the damage, going in onto Mirwan, thinks he can win the 1v1 in the meantime. Needlework coming in, 1,000 gold to Mirwan for the top side. What else will they give? What else will they pay for the shutdown on the Caps? The base falling apart, the tower breaking, but the inhibitor still stands. A desperate maneuver from the side of MDK, but it gets them a little bit back in return.
I mean, that's the best type of play that MDK can look for right now.
It secures the death cap for Mirwin. Just buy time, wait for that opportunity. You're kind of doing everything you can to find that miracle play. Super though, he's already
there. The curtain's open. MDK overconfident. The arrow there. Frescowi now trying to turn this one back, but it's too little. They've given up 2. That jungle does not belong to them.
They needed to slow for the dragon. They thought they could get the bounty, but G2 took off and they just immediately turned it around, and now they're scrambling. G2, they want to end this.
G2 may have faltered in the first series versus MDK. They may have been caught off guard, but in the final moments of this game 4, they refuse to fall. Can Mad Lions Koi say the same? Mirwin finding the first kill, the fight kicking off. Everything comes down to this Gwen. Frescowi there as well. Flash out.
MDK will find a window though. They've secured a mid tower, get a little bit more gold. They hold off, they decide not to. They'll give over the bounty. Now the resets from G2 takes. Super. Yeah, Alvaro, good read there. Recognizes how much danger his AD carry is in, but he's going to pay the price.
Losing so much health, manages to find the knockup on 2, but Mirwin's not in a position. He's not set up. MDK. The rage from G2 and Broken Blade. Despite the early game is here. Needlework now coming in. Yike going to be in trouble. Mirwin trying to bring this one back. The ulti good. He goes golden, but it's just enough time to watch his team die before his eyes. Frescowi though, on somehow. Is it enough? Can the Yone do it? Q3 now coming through. There's 3 members on top of him. It is not. G2 in the LEC, winter, spring, and summer. Through the lower bracket, they'd have no other way. The season final stands in front of them. G2 and Fnatic, as it was before, as it is again, it is inevitable. G2 return to the finals.